mind. Shit, just shut up, speak your mind. Hey, yo, on your grind. Wait, when you speak your mind.
Your Mind 2.0 SYM Network.
Speak your mind. We back.
Bitch ass niggas. I know. What's poppin', y'all?
We are back.
Like he just said, we are back. Episode 5 to Speak Your Mind 2.0 podcast. I am your boy, Seth.
It's your boy, T.Y.
What's good, y'all? Round of
back.
applause. Hold on. I know it's in here, too. Thank you. Yes.
Had to get the clap in.
But it's time. We just getting right into it, goddammit. You already know
This
what
episode,
the fuck.
This episode is literally called The Catch Up.
The catch up, the game, whatever you want to call it. The smoke, all that shit. We are here
What did I just say?
right now. Right here, right now. Niggas at work have been talking crazy, and respectfully so. As a Michigan fan, as a realist, I understand what you guys have, but all that shit goes out the window.
It's not even just about what we have. It's just the fact that with Michigan as a whole, when y'all get enough confidence during the season, y'all get overconfident when it come to us, and then in the end, it always shoots y'all in the foot. That history has literally shown that. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Hey,
2016.
that's fine.
2017.
That is fine.
2018 alone, yes.
That is fine. It is time.
Is it really fine?
Yeah, no, it's not. But
exactly my point.
it is time to right the wrongs that should have been righted a long time ago. With that debacle call we all know and love. That nigga JT was never over the fucking line. But
you can say what you say. But again, he had full possession of the ball. It stretched out. He bumped his O lineman, and that's why he went back. He got the first down.
Nigga was never.
But even still, y'all could have closed the game out earlier, but y'all chose not to.
Granted, I will give you that. But
and of course, Harbaugh had to put his 2 cents in it by having costly penalties.
Anyways, besides that, we're talking about 2021. What happened? What is happening now? Anyways, to preference this, we are going to be talking about Michigan, Ohio State. I don't give a fuck about nothing else the college football weekend because all them games are probably trash.
This is going to be more so the marquee game that everybody's going to watch.
This is the game of the year.
Because literally this is going to determine who's going to make that final college football playoff spot depending on which seeded team wins and the final bracket comes out the week after championship football. So
that's a fact.
So long story short, let's just give like a little brief history and summary of both teams' gameplay this whole season.
Go right ahead, sorry.
So starting off with my Buckeyes. Now let's be honest, the first 2 games were shaky, and of course the second game became a major L when we lost to Oregon. And people were coming for C.J. Stroud, said like, "Oh, he needs a bench. Oh, he ain't ready." Now, mind you, he was 19 at the time and started his first college football game ever.
And as a Michigan fan, I was saying that. I was like, y'all need to relax. That's
exactly my point. So what happened the next game? We found out wasn't necessarily one of his best games, but we found out he was dealing with a shoulder injury. So what happened? When we played Akron, he got some rest. Ever since that week he took off when we played Akron, he has been showing nothing but straight poise, composure, controlling the offense, knowing where to throw knowing when to throw the ball, knowing when to get out of the pocket to scramble to either scramble for first down yardage or even do a nice little dump off pass to wide receiver for some yardage. So
that's still my only critique on him. He needs to stop being scary and at least attempt to be a threat. We know you didn't come there to run the ball. Nigga.
But the thing is, though, when you have as great as an O-line as we do, is really not that much you can do as far as our running. Now, granted, if it's there, take it. But I feel like with Stroud, the thing that he does is he likes to keep his eyes up on the field.
Yes.
So it's like if he's scrambling and he's not. So like if he's scrambling and he knows where like the marker is for him not to cross, he's gonna throw it to somebody that's open.
Perfect. I agree with everything that you just said. But my only thing is when you know it's like an instinct. You know that the play is definitely botched and definitely over with. So I just want him to get that clock in his head.
I feel like he will eventually.
Right.
But just kind of sum it up with that. So yeah, that was the offense, and that was one of the things on the offense. And real quick, these running backs. I mean, coming into the season, I really thought Master Teague was about to be that guy, but at the same time,
Master Teague, I'm so sorry.
But at the same time, though, when you have the number one running back from the 2021 class, and he has not played a football in over a year because in his state of Virginia, they canceled their football season for his senior year. So literally, he sat out a whole year and just was preparing to come to Ohio State, and that's why he enrolled early.
Mm-hmm.
And literally from fall camp, they had been saying, hey, watch out for Travion Henderson. He just might play this year. Well, that didn't take long because the first game of the season, this nigga literally took off for a 72-yard dump off pass from Stroud, got his first touchdown against Minnesota, was doing the thing against Oregon. Granted, again, that still ended up in a loss, but you saw, okay, I think he needs to start. Mm-hmm. And that's literally what happened. And then he had that breakout game against Tulsa to be like, okay, I'm the starter. And from there on, he's been literally just, he has great moments, but then there's been a few times in the season where defenses, they kind of shut him down, but just still his overall body of work going into this game has been nothing but straight tremendous, and I feel like he's only going to get better, and he's only a freshman.
Mm-hmm. My take on that is I'm not too worried about Charles' run game. Granted, that's the problem because we're probably going to be so concerned
about the three-headed monster, which I'm about to get into in a hot second.
Right, and then all our DBs are going to have our back turned against them or turned against the running against Travion, and then that's when all the holes are going.
But even when y'all do that, though, y'all know for a fact he is a great passing. He's a good receiving running back too.
Mm-hmm. So I just feel like the running game. I'm not too worried about that. Granted, I know.
Y'all should. Still
I
be
know that's
about.
Listen, to the point of I know everybody's seen the Michigan State game and what Kenneth Walker III did to us, but that was some bullshit.
And y'all saw what we did to him.
Again, that was, I don't got no words for that. That was my
that shocked me. That shocked me. I was not expecting us to do to him like that. I was expecting at least a good 3-quarter game until we took over in the fourth. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. But Travion Henderson. I told Steph this off camera. The fact that he's not in any awards this year for the best running back award, I'm saying this right now. If he's not a Heisman finalist or he's not in that discussion for the best running back award by his junior year, y'all niggas are stupid. I'm sorry. They are. And real quick, just to kind of wrap it up with the offense, the O-line, I mean, granted, it would have been better to have Harry Miller as the starting center, but, he had a lower leg injury, so that's why he's been out the whole season. But Luke Whippler, he has stepped up tremendously at center, and all I can do is just give him nothing but praise and, just keep grinding. And this O-line is legit. I mean, this is probably one of the best O-lines we had. Granted, we have mostly tackles in there, but I think that's kind of if you really look at it, that's the beauty of having these guys on the O-line with Petit Friere, Thayer Munford, Paris Johnson, and DeJuan Jones, because really all of them are tackles, but again, they're so versatile to play inside, and it helps out a lot too. So I will say that. Now, the cream of the crop, Chris Olave, who just broke David Boss's record for receiving touchdowns at Ohio State, which he will probably even further that going later into this week playing Michigan and potentially in the Big Ten championship game and potentially in the college football playoff. I mean, what can we say? Him coming back just probably boosted his draft stock and to be a first round pick as always. So
that is a fact for real.
Right.
He was smart for doing that.
Exactly. So Olave, keep doing your thing. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, I've been watching him since his junior year in high school, and his route running is ridiculous. His footwork, tremendous. He was the first one out of the three to get to 1,000 yards. So, mind you, he's only a true sophomore. So, when Garrett and Olave leave for the draft this year, he's about to take over the office next year and be that voice.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Mr. Garrett Wilson. I mean, I knew it when I saw his junior highlight tape in high school, oh, this nigga's a 3-year starter and out. Because the way, I never seen an Ohio State wide receiver have that great of body control when it comes to catching the ball and just overall route running. I ain't never seen
He literally
that.
makes everything look like
it's too easy for him. It's too easy for him. And then you gotta love him talking shit to any DB that comes his way. I'm just like, bro, one of these games you gonna get your ass in trouble for that shit. But you know, we need that. But there's all three of those guys. I mean, we are literally about to be one of the few teams that can honestly say we have 3 1,000-yard receivers, because I don't think that's ever happened in Ohio State history as far as our receivers go. So
very historic. I will give you that. Very historic.
Right. And to kind of sum this up with our defense now. Going into the season, I don't know what this defense is about to look like. I mean, because I was one of those people that was going to give Kerry Combs a chance to be like, okay, you know, COVID last year, you know, defense wasn't really necessarily all the way healthy because COVID kept popping up. But, you know, we'll give him a chance. We'll, you know, see what he can do going into this year. Well, I'm sorry, that was not the best move. that wasn't the best move, because literally just – you can watch the Oregon game. We did not make any adjustments. We just stood in the assigned spots to be at, and Oregon just literally did the exact same play over and over again until we adjusted, but we didn't. So I think going into that, I think after that game, people was like, okay, something needs to change, because he's not the right guy to call defensive plays, and he's even admitted that he has never called defensive plays. I'm
not
like,
an X and O kind of guy.
Exactly. He's just a raw, hype up type guy, and he coaches ass off when it comes to DBs. But it's like, damn, dude. So they made the switch to Matt Barnes in early in the season against, I want to say Tulsa. Yeah, against Tulsa. And ever since Matt Barnes has been taken over as a defensive coordinator, this defense has slowly gained their confidence. And I think honestly, what we did to Michigan State with that offense that they have with Kenneth Walker and Jaden Reed, regardless if Jalen Nagler was out or not, that offense was still, low-key a nice, balanced offense. The fact we literally shut that down in a top 10 matchup, I think this defense has finally found their stride, and I think this is going to carry them into playing Michigan this upcoming Saturday. So overall, this is a typical team where you had your early loss, wanted to see can you bounce back from it, and they did emphatically. So I think going into this game, they about to have the most confidence that they ever had, because they already know what's at stake. So that's my take on my Buckeyes. So on to your Wolverines, sir.
Well, Wolverine Nation, Wolverine fans, I want to say this is the beginning of the end. First and foremost, preference that what I mean by is the beginning is the future is very bright.
Yes, it is.
I will say that.
Y'all have a stud and running back in Donovan Edwards, which I like.
JJ, he's coming. Pause all
I
that.
got something to say about that, but continue.
JJ is here. I'm telling you. Granted, he. I don't know if we wanted to. If we would have played JJ this year, I think we would have had some of the same success. I don't know, because I'm just looking at how you guys plugged and played CJ. I'm like, what if we did that this year? But besides all that, what I mean by saying it's the beginning of the end, I want to say we have a chance to win this year. That is a very viable.
I will give
chance.
y'all that. Yeah, y'all do have a chance to win this year. Yes.
But my realist and my non-biased part of my brain is saying we're probably not going to do it this year. It's not going to happen.
And when makes you know y'all won't do it this year?
Secondary, like always. I just don't have an answer for that bullshit over there. Like, that shit is crazy. Literally, these niggas blew out Michigan State within the first quarter. I have never seen that in my life.
I've never seen that myself. Well, I can't lie.
Yeah,
I can't lie. 2017, but this was on a whole different level.
Yeah, let me not exaggerate. Like, I never seen a team get blown out before, but like
It's
just the fashion it happened.
It's the way we did it. That's the thing.
That was crazy. But yes, I don't feel like our secondary is it. Daxton Hill can only be in so many places at once.
But I ain't gonna lie though, Vincent Gray though,
Vincent
nice. He's nice. He's solid.
That's what I'm saying though. We're getting there. I like what Mike McDonald has done in his first year. Where's a round of applause for Mike Donald? Hold on. I appreciate you.
Just a round of applause for a secondaries coach.
But by me saying that is Mike Donald really changed a lot with him coming in with his first year.
He gave y'all a defense that y'all should have been running for a long time ago, because I said it. a 3-4 defense fits y'all style of players.
I like a 4-3-2. I can always rock with a 4-3. I just feel like that is the most safest.
But realistically, a 3-4 fits Michigan's defense. Honestly, because you see it.
Yeah, right. But it just depends, in my opinion, because it just depends on your
Personnel,
who you have on the line. That's my main deciding factor. But besides all that, yes, Mike McDonald did his thing. We have defense as a whole. I like a lot.
Y'all front seven is legit.
Front seven is legit. Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, both are on pace to be the best duo in Michigan history with sacks.
So real quick, so would y'all say y'all had what we had in 2018 when we had Nick Bosa and Chase Young at one point? Think about it.
Not really, because you're forgetting we had Rashad Gary and Chase Winovich.
Granted, I'm not gonna lie though. So who you think is better, Hutchinson or Winovich?
In my opinion,
yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm going Hutchinson.
I don't know. I'm more biased to Winovich just a little bit, but Aiden, he's shown himself, because coming off of COVID last year, it was a real bad year, and he was hurt. He got hurt too. So
he did good in 19 though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, 19. I appreciate you for coming back too, sir. You didn't have to do that. You could have took your happy ass and went to the league, but. In my opinion, I just like Rashad Gary and Chase Winovich as my two DNs to start off my all Big Ten or all Michigan elite defense.
I got you.
But yeah, those two are crazy right now. Those two are going stupid. So those are my two key players that need to be in the backfield with CJ at all times. If we want to have any semblance of a chance to disrupt their pass.
Just to disrupt the offense as a whole.
As a whole, yeah. We need them to get pressure immediately. Josh Ross, fantastic. Again, let me say this again. In my opinion, all three of them that I just named, I was about to say Dennis Dixon, Daxton Hill, Josh Ross, and Aiden Hutchinson, all three All-Americans on all three levels of the
defense. And one of them was potentially about to transfer.
Exactly. Appreciate you didn't do that, my good friend, Mr. Hill. But yes, so it's like we are building to the point where we've always been able to get the players. It's just the ability to develop them. So
that was the biggest problem. It's just like,
excuse me,
y'all know how to recruit well enough to get like a good amount of 4 stars, 3 stars, and a few 5 stars to
balance everything out.
Right, but it's like preparation wise, y'all always shoot yourself in the foot.
And I will not disagree with that. But this year, I feel like it's getting a little bit better. Josh Gaddis, play calling has gotten a lot better. I appreciate that, because definitely there's been some play calls this year that I was just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
And like, I want to touch key on that, and you already know where I'm about to go with this. So you mentioned J.J. McCarthy. Now, don't get me wrong, though. He is the future for y'all as when it comes to QB. He is. I give him that. But my thing is this, though. Is he really worth getting all this playing time only for him to potentially get injured or severely knocked out of the game because y'all want to have defenses like scrambling their heads like, oh dang, like he's coming in, how can we stop him? Because literally all they're doing with JJ is doing read options and then a few passes in the red zone. My thing is, let a team scheme for that. If they scheme him right, there's a 50 chance he will get hurt or just cause a fumble. Key point, Michigan State. He had 2 critical fumbles. One of them went out of bounds, which he was so lucky on. But the second time he got in the game, I said, if he turns his ball over, they lost. And what happened? He mishandled the read option, and Michigan State got the ball and just pretty much sealed the game with a touchdown.
I give you that. See, there's 2 ways to go about that. You can put him in the game. You can have him get valuable reps within those games. but it's all situational. So, in my opinion,
I don't think it's situational to put him in this game because literally,
Well,
what have I been saying? If going back to that Michigan State game, if McNamara is playing that entire game, y'all are winning that game.
Because McNamara went 21 for 28 against Maryland. He went he damn near had a career high against Michigan State. I think he went like 34 for like 20, 28, something crazy. He only missed like 10 passes, but I agree with that. I agree with if McNamara is in the groove and letting him flow and all that stuff.
Don't disrupt that.
Yeah, don't disrupt that. But it's just I don't know. We can't let him just sit there. We can't like.
Yes, you can.
Yes, we can. But preference what I'm saying. We cannot let. We have to be able to let him show something. We have to.
But in critical games like this, you really don't because he's going to do this next year.
Granted, right. But I'm just saying I don't have a problem with them putting him in some. It's all about the situation. It's all about situational. If we feel like the momentum is on our way and we can catch you guys off guard with a quick little something, all for it. It's just you have to be able to put him in the right play call, right situation for him to be successful. Don't make him try and win you the game off of the play call. No, that is
a slight thing I feel like they will probably want to do.
That's what we were trying to do with him in those feelings and in those plays that I feel like we wanted him to win us those games or win us that game in that moment. I don't want that. I want him to be able to come in and be more of like somebody that can be a change of pace. Granted, yes, people have probably got a couple games of game film on him a little bit over the year, but
he played all season, right?
Nah, not all season. I mean, granted, we haven't really had him do a whole lot.
But he burned his red shirt, so So he's a true freshman playing. So yeah.
So I don't know. It's just it's very touch and go with me when it comes to letting him play. But it's just all situational, very situational for me. But getting off of JJ and them, offensive wise, Haskins, Corum, Lord Jesus,
that
best duo. Besides y'all, I think best duo in the Big Ten.
Is Haskins a senior?
Yes, he's gone this year. I mean, crazy enough.
But even with Haskins leaving, y'all still got a nice duo with Edwards and Corum.
Right, but he could come back because he has like 2 more years of eligibility.
Oh, damn, for real?
Yeah, but I think he's gone.
Nah. The way he been playing, I would say, bro, go ahead and get your money, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You well deserved it.
That's fine. He's gone, but yes, those two best duo. Offensive line actually surprised me a lot this year. I didn't think we were going to have a dominant offensive line like we do.
The physicality that y'all bring to that offensive line is crazy. I'll give y'all that, yeah.
So, big plus. Receivers.
That's like a roller coaster thing with y'all.
It's not even a person per se. I'll just say the receiving group. We are a group. We don't have like a major like person that we go to. It's just a group. But as a group, we need all hands on deck. We need everybody. When their number is called, you need to be executing on every cylinder.
Right.
Eric All, definitely going to be using you.
Y'all love to use them tight ends.
Yeah, with those under screens and under quick slants and all that stuff.
Cornelius.
He's really been like a bust in my eyes to me.
Did he play against Maryland?
Yeah. Didn't do shit. But again, yeah, he was a bust to me, but I need him to step up too. Roman Wilson, I appreciate you. He's actually been the guy that's been stepping up a lot, in my opinion.
Now, granted, we already know who the main guy should have been, but he always gets hurt every time. I'm like, damn, man. Like,
shout out to Ronnie Bell. I wish you were. Hopefully, I think he might be able to come back because he might have a extra year of it.
No, he's coming back.
So, miss you, bro. Hopefully you come back. Who else?
Don't get hurt again.
Yeah, don't do that. Wilson, appreciate you.
Who was old dude that broke out against Michigan State, number 1?
Anthony. I forget something Anthony. But
Yeah, yeah.
I will get your name. I promise I will.
Yeah.
Anthony. Yes, I want him to be used a lot more though.
He's your true slot receiver.
I want him to be used a lot more. But as a group, I just need everybody to fire on all cylinders. Just be able to make the plays that need to be made when your number's called. Boom.
So
And last but not least, special teams. I'm telling you, if we get a special teams play this game, I don't know. That might be the tide.
Somebody said that I think y'all kind of exposed what y'all did against Maryland for us to really scheme for now.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I'm not talking about a like a fake punt. I mean, granted, I could be talking.
No, I'm talking about like when y'all what was it? I think it was like a punt that y'all did, or it was a field kickoff, and y'all threw the pass back, and O'Du scored for a touchdown.
Yeah, but I'm not.
They saying like I think y'all is kind of exposed that way too early. Y'all should have said that for us, but
it is what it is. But I'm talking about more of like a block punt. We need those kind of special teams play. We need one of those. So if we can get one of those, any type of special teams,
stoppage,
activity stoppage, greatly appreciate because that could really change the game.
Right. So just kind of wrap this up with this. So if you had a score prediction going into Saturday, what do you think is going to be?
Niggas at work talking about like 40, 45. I'm like, I don't think so. Granted, you guys are the top scoring team in the league or in the nation.
Number one.
Right. But I don't know. I still feel like it's going to be in the 30s. I don't think if we let y'all get in the we can't be in a shootout with y'all. So that's just period point blank.
Well, then again, that goes back to your cornerbacks. Y'all can't let
that's what I'm
get
saying.
Behind y'all.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go with 38-34 Michigan.
So, granted, I want to say something like that, but I just think with this offense that we have, it's just like you can try to stop one, but it's like you got to account for the other. So
that's facts.
If I had to be realistically, I will be shocked if we scored 50 on y'all again for another year in a row because we did that shit twice in 2018 and in 2019. So I'm just going to be generous and say I think it'll be 42-28 Ohio State.
Damn, that's disrespectful. You only got us at 28 points.
That's only a 2-possession game.
I think it's closer than that this year, Ty.
2 possessions? That's not bad.
It's one possession. But I'll give you that. That's fine.
But we will see this upcoming Saturday. So, Ohio State Michigan fans, get ready because this will be the game of the year to talk about.
I am excited. Cannot fucking wait.
Exactly.
But
we've been waiting for a whole year for this shit.
For real. But switching over from one brawl to another brawl, them Lakers though. Lord Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So
first and foremost, them niggas are 500 right now.
Right.
Sitting at close to the bottom. Looking at the bottom.
Somebody said that the Lakers are trash when the Clippers don't even have Kawhi Leonard.
That's bad.
That is bad.
But so to preference what we're talking about,
y'all pretty much seen it.
Yeah.
The Lakers and Pistons that played a few days ago when a comeback win in the Lakers, thanks to Anthony Davis on 2 blocks and the last second shot.
Went crazy.
Right. But even before that, I guess I forgot who was at the line. I think it was either the Lakers or the Pistons.
It was the Pistons.
And LeBron and Isaiah Stewart were, guarding each other. And next thing you know, we seen Mr. LeBron James not intentionally do it, but he swung his elbow that.
I don't know. In my opinion, I like Bron a lot. I am a Bron fan, but he
looked at him and they did the elbow.
Nigga, he looked at that nigga like, damn, he big bodied me for real. He wasn't expecting that, so it was like
right. But long story short, he elbowed him in the eye, and it caused a gash.
Caused him leaking, boy.
Right, but LeBron being LeBron, he's not a dirty player, and everybody knows that. So Skip Bayless, you can shut the fuck up. He tried to apologize, be like, hey, bro, my bad, but. Isaiah Stewart wasn't on that. He was on some straight up demon time. I'm ready to kill any motherfucker that is coming my way because I want to knock this nigga Bron's receding hairline off his head. And that just led to him literally just bulldozing from coaches, from referees to players, all of that trying to get to LeBron.
Basically, that was a display of a street nigga in the NBA.
Exactly. Now y'all can shut up with saying like reference to the mounds of the palace because for one, no fans got involved. So just stop that mess. But also too, we found out that the suspensions had finally came out, and they said LeBron will miss tonight's game against the Knicks, and that Isaiah Stewart will miss 2 games. So my thing is this, just I get the NBA is trying to preserve its image, but it's just like people are human, and human emotions will take over at the wrong timing. But it's just like I understand why he reacted the way that he did. It's like, nigga, you elbow me. Nah, man, let's throw down right now. But
caught him leaking. That's the real reason.
Right. I think that's why he's really upset. It's like, nigga, I'm bleeding. Right. No, I want blood too.
Right.
But it's just overall though, Stephen A. Smith said it best on First Take earlier that, you're a black man in a professional sport. They're always looking at you, and if you're presenting an image to them that they don't like, you will get in trouble.
Right.
And it's like people say like, man, that nigga looking LeBron ain't connect too. I'm like, no, they are right, but it's just like LeBron, he been in this league for damn near 20 years, so he already knows that hey, if I put hands on this kid, I'm in more trouble than he is because I'm the face of the NBA. Mm-hmm. So let me be the mature one and try to apologize. But again, this nigga wasn't on that. He was on demon time.
Yeah, he was definitely on demon time. This nigga ran. He tried to catch him from the other side. He tried to run through the locker room to come out on the Lakers. And
I'm just like, man, just stop it. Then this nigga Westbrook was trying to square up. Shit.
Bro, if Russ don't stop playing, niggas, help win a game first before you try and square up with somebody.
Like,
help
nigga,
win a game.
Like, nigga, this ain't Long Beach, man. Just like, win us a game first, then we can scrap. But until then, nah, nigga, stop.
Get on my goddamn nerves. Like, bro, man. you came here for one job, and you ain't even doing it.
And that's not to fuck up.
Jesus. But, it is what it is, though. The 1 game suspension for Braun. I've heard that people were kind of upset that it was a prime time televised game tonight.
Oh, it is them against Knicks?
I believe so.
Oh, dang.
So people are upset about that. They're saying like if it's if you got a superstar player and they got a suspension, they shouldn't miss the primetime game, but they should miss like a lower tier game. Yeah, lower tier game or something like that.
But I mean, they're a lower tier team right now.
To be honest, but
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't. In my opinion, a game is a game. Granted, I get where they're coming from because it's the money aspect and you're losing your viewership and all that stuff. But It's a game. You got 82 of them. That's his fault for getting in trouble, not the league's for just issuing 1 game. So I think they're getting they're trying to get nitpicky with it. But
yeah, I'll agree. I agree with that.
It is what it is.
Right.
But Laker Nation, y'all gotta get it together.
Right now. Again, from that brawl to another brawl. Now, I get fans, they can get emotional when it comes to any sport that they're in, and they can be heavily invested in that sport that they watch and love. But when it comes to attacking a player or a star in any reference of a sport that they're in, don't rush them because for a fact they actually know, especially during combat sports, they know moves to actually knock your ass out.
Probably kill you, probably.
That too. So, saying that, if anybody watched Monday Night Raw yesterday, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor had their little segment where pretty much Seth Rollins was beating the shit out of Finn Balor. But after that, he is walking up the ramp back to the locker room. When out of nowhere, a fan hopped over the barricade and straight beeline for this nigga and tackled him. And I'm just like, I know I didn't just see this. Now, granted, they cut the actual live feed off because they can't show that shit. But thank God for fans and cell phones, they actually got the full thing. And of course, social media, they posted that shit.
Right.
Man, dude, literally straight beeline for Seth Rollins, and then they was on the ground for like a good 5 seconds, but Seth Rollins, had him in a hole to where he can't really try to swing on him and shit. But it's just like, dude, really? Like, and you black too. Like, I expect this from a white guy, but nigga, you black. Like, why are you doing this?
You making the race look bad.
Exactly, man. Like, come on, man. Like, and like I'm just like, no, really, come on. This is a freaking wrestler. I don't care what. Like, if they, that's another thing too. These things are acting. They not like this in real life. Like Seth Rollins' character on TV is just being portrayed. It's scripted. This shit ain't real.
On the script.
This shit is not real. And the fact that you literally tried to ambush him by beelining him and tackling him does not make you look any better. It just make you look stupid. Niggas in Brooklyn was saying fuck him up. That's a chant. Like, yeah.
Fuck him up.
Yeah, man. It's like,
He
dude.
said, bring him out.
It don't make no sense, man.
Bring him
like,
out. Bring him out.
All this is just a show to put on for the fans because that's the business that they're in. They're here to entertain. Why do you think it's called World Wrestling Entertainment? It's for entertainment. This ain't real. Granted, injuries are real, but their characters are fake.
People forget about that.
Like, come on, man. But just that happened last night. That happened on Monday night. I'm just like, yo, ain't no way this dude really tried to tackle a WWE superstar.
Crazy. But another fight happened. But it was on Saturday though. Crawford and Porter.
Right.
I missed the fight, but I heard
I saw the highlights a little bit.
Crawford won, correct?
Yeah, Crawford won in the 10th round or 11th round TKO.
Mm-hmm.
And from the highlights I saw, Crawford was putting in that work. I'm not gonna lie, he was putting in that work.
All I have to say is give us Spence and give us Crawford. That's all we're asking.
No, that's literally what they're saying next. They want Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to fight, but I think Errol Spence, he's still recovering from like a leg injury he got in a car crash. I want to say sometime last year. So
nigga, just give us that. That's like our Floyd and Pacquiao fight. That should have happened
years ago.
In 15. That was when it was supposed to happen. It happened.
A lot of fights should have happened in 2015, like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder before the debacle of Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like boxing itself is just missing a lot of like just big names. You feel me? We don't have a lot of big names.
And
like,
honestly, that's why I feel like UFC has kind of taken over.
Yeah,
because like you have big names in certain weight classes that can actually give you box office numbers and fights.
Right. So I don't know. I definitely want to see that fight though. Whenever that comes about, you definitely know we going out or we gotta have a fight party or something. That's going to be the one.
Exactly.
But whoever's making that up, get that together.
Please.
Hey Floyd,
ASAP.
Floyd, you money team, nigga, you put that shit together or something, bro. But probably gonna wrap it up with our last topic. We're probably going to talk about these college basketball teams. Our predictions. Season has already started.
Oh my gosh, man! Look,
it's looking scary a little bit.
I don't even know what to really think right now on college basketball because I mean, the way both Ohio State and Michigan are playing, starting out, this is like what in the actual hell? I mean, just both teams losing games that we shouldn't lose. But again, it's like you can't really necessarily take nobody lightly in college basketball because it's like they gonna play to the end, whether you are ranked. Well-known Power 5 team or just another college that got athletes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just, the fact that we lost and then the fact that y'all lost to teams that y'all definitely shouldn't lose to.
Well, we lost to Arizona and Seton Hall. So
okay, the Arizona one I give y'all, but Seton Hall though,
Arizona wasn't ranked though.
But they still getting basketball though.
And I was about to say, hold on, y'all just played Seton Hall, and you guys almost lost to them.
And we won on a freaking buzzer beater thanks to Michi Johnson.
But regardless though, I just feel like it just seems like we're young. We're extra young. Hella.
How can y'all be young for 2 years in a row?
Nigga, everybody left. We didn't have no type of seniors. We only had Isaiah Livers and Brown, and that was about it. Everybody else was freshmen
and sophomores.
Yeah, freshmen and sophomores. The only person that came back was Eli Brooks.
What about Dickerson?
Yeah, he came back, but he's a sophomore.
Okay.
He tried to leave, but I was like, nah, bro.
You need to stay.
Stay. Go ahead and stay one more time, bro. But I like our team, Ty.
No, I'm not. Trust me. When it comes to Michigan basketball, I am not, worried about y'all because y'all actually know how to fucking recruit. Because again, when you have one of the former Fab Fives as your head coach and Juwan Howard, all he has to do to any recruit is, hey, y'all got ESPN? Y'all got 30 for 30?
Just look me
all
up.
right, play the Fab Five. We'll see what I'm about.
Right.
That's all he has to do. Granted, he's not going to do that, but if you a student of the game and you love basketball and you know your history, if Michigan offers you a scholarship and you get to meet Juwan Howard, instantly you probably gonna think like, dang, this is him. This is Juwan Howard from the Fab Five. Like,
nigga for real.
Like, they changed the game for basketball as we speak.
Right. I don't know, but it's like with us, like I said, young. Feel like we got a lot of learning curves to still get over. It's just still trying to play together. I know that we got a couple dudes that have meshed with each other from last year, but we're still adding a lot of new pieces. So it's a learning curve. It's a learning process. It's just tough because we're losing out on key out of conference games. So we need to be winning these games for our resume to be top tier, for us to make a top seed in the NCAA tournament or get a top seed in the Big Ten tournament.
It's not even just that. Just the fact we not even in Big Ten play yet. And
bro, Big Ten play is about to be crazy. I mean, granted, everybody is looking a little lackluster in the conference right now, but we're still damn near the best conference.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Out here.
No, for sure. I definitely would say that. Yeah.
I didn't know Purdue was them niggas this year. I didn't know that.
They was like that for 2 years.
They got another tall ass nigga. They got another like 7'8" center. I'm like, bro,
where are they finding these niggas
right,
at?
Where do you guys be finding these dudes at? But
I don't know.
We will see.
But for Ohio State, real quick, I mean, just my thing is like just seeing how we play. When I actually watch them, I'm like, we have no defense.
Have no offense.
Like, but the only thing is, I'm glad freaking EJ Liddell came back because I'm like, dude, after what you did in the tournament, you was not ready to go to the league. You only left because you heard them death threats that Ohio State fans were giving you.
Mm-hmm. So he needed to tune up his game. It looked like he did though.
No, he has because like for like the past 2 games that I've seen him play, he's been getting like a lot of blocks lately. So I think he's averaging like at least like 2.5, 3 blocks per game. So I will say that though.
He definitely climbing the ladder on some of them blocks. I'm like, God damn.
Exactly, but I just think my nigga EJ soon to get back healthy, man. Like that's another reason why I feel like our offense ain't really executing like we should because he's hurt. So yeah. But college basketball, this is just literally just a sport to just keep on your toes and watch.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I got a little distracted. We're watching Georgia and
Northwestern.
Dude definitely blocked his shot, but it was a nice goaltend. So
right.
But that is it for our sports segment. Jumping into state of the culture and pop culture. Moment of silence for Young Dolph.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. Young Dolph.
That right there was so unexpected. But we probably gonna save that for like the last part of the pop culture talk. But we just want to get that out there
I just need to say that part.
Yeah, just recipes Young Dolph, man. Just oh man. But yeah, all right. So let's kind of get off that real quick and get back to top at hand because a little emotional.
Louis, Gucci, in Chicago and San Francisco. The Louis stores were raided. 14 people were caught. I just don't understand why they were raided. I don't know if there was a building malfunction or niggas was just like, fuck it today, we hitting Louis.
I think it was that.
But I definitely seen a couple videos surface on the internet.
Niggas rolling in deep, like everybody on the ground. We want all the shit.
A couple cops rolled up on this Mustang and pulled out the nightsticks and just beating out the windows and trying to get dude out the whip. I'm like, damn.
Not the Mustang.
Right, and fucked up the Mustang. But I'm just like, I don't know. For us, that's still like pandemic mentality. I mean, yeah, pandemic mentality a little bit. Niggas thinking like the end of the world is coming when it's nowhere near. I don't know. I just don't understand what made them just go off the ropes like that. But
that's not for us to really understand because we don't think like that.
Civilian lifestyle over here.
That shit don't make no sense. I've seen a few videos of that on Instagram. I'm like, Bro, these niggas just casually walked in and just said everybody on the ground and boom, boom, boom. I was
Hey,
like, what the hell?
they did all their Christmas shopping that day. Literally, everybody got whatever they got and said, "Huh, one piece of Louis for you, one piece of Louis for you. That's all you're getting. Don't ask me for nothing else."
That shit don't make no sense, man.
That shit is
it really
crazy.
don't.
I don't know. Shoot, let me find me a booster real quick. Let me get the Louis plug.
Yeah. Oh, another thing too when it comes to pop culture. So I don't know if you guys have been watching, but pretty much when it comes to like the Stars channel on TV, this nigga 50 Cent is in his bag because literally the BMF series of Black Mafia Family has just wrapped up this past Sunday, and now right after them you have now Power Book 2 Ghost is finally back in action. Now my overall review of the BMF series, I think this is something that we're gonna keep. This is something to really watch because when I first heard about it, I'm like, I didn't know who this was gonna be about, but when I heard they say it's BMF, I'm like, wait a minute, actually that does sound familiar. And lo and behold, I looked them up. I'm like, oh, so these who they were. So I'm pretty sure you already know about who BMF is. You know, two brothers from Detroit coming up in the 80s in the drug game, and they pretty much changed the way culture was, how hip hop got influenced by them. Just they were trendsetters without trying to be trendsetters. Well, granted, you know, Big Meech, you know, he wanted to be that, and lo and behold, he was.
Larry Hoover.
So watching this series, and then just what makes it even better was that his son playing him in this series and how he just portrayed him in the best way he could. It's like you gotta love it. You gotta love it, you know, and just how it wrapped up. You know, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen the last episode, meaning this guy. But
I still need to catch up on a lot of stuff.
Right, but just overall though, man, I think BMF is one of those series that's gonna be like, dang, I rock with this shit. You know, then now switching over to Power, you know, I mean, if you watch Power for so long, you kind of already know what to expect out of most of these seasons. But I will say for this second season of Power, I just think this nigga Tariq is about to really get fully even more into his ghost bag because oh my God.
Right.
So, bro, like I said, we watching this Georgia Northwestern game, and this dude from Georgia just straight tomahawked on a Northwestern player. But yeah, but just overall, though, I just think this season in Power, Tariq is really about to reach that level of, okay, I got to get into my ghost bag with this shit. Just how the plot is going to be setting up for the rest of the season. So
is he supposed to be like in college?
Yeah, no. He's still in college. He's still in college. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's still a freshman in this season.
See, that's the funny thing about TV shows. It's like the niggas don't even be looking like their quote unquote age bracket that they're supposed to be portraying. Like, a freshman nigga look like a goddamn junior in college.
I mean, in real life, I think he's like 21. So, but in this series, he's like 19, 20. But damn near close.
Yeah,
but,
close enough.
But yeah, I think he's still I think he's still a freshman in this second season. But
gotcha.
But yeah, just overall, how they got this storyline played out, it's gonna be something to really, you know, pay attention to, and I feel like a lot of shocking shit will come aboard as the seasons keep progressing. So just stay on your toes for that. But this nigga 50 Cent is literally in his bag, and also too, Raising Kanan. That series right there was fucking incredible. Because the dude that's playing a young Kanan in that series, like he even said like in interviews that, you know, of course, he had to watch like Power and just to get, you know, the essence of Kanan. But even so, too, just him watching 50 Cent in interviews and how, you know, how he moves is like, you know, his what's the word? You know what I'm trying to say? His mannerisms.
Yeah,
like,
his mannerisms. Okay.
Because he even said this too. Like he said sometimes, like when 50 talks, like there's like he'll say the words, but he don't move his mouth. But you'll still hear him. So he said he tried to get that down, and lo and behold, he did that in the series.
Really?
Yeah. so that right there lets you know, like, you know, when they picked him, you know, he had to really fully get into like, okay, Kanan Stark, like I gotta portray this right, because when LeBron and them is saying like, yo, 50, we love the show, but he's not in it. His character is being portrayed in a younger version of him.
Right.
So that right there lets you know, like, okay, he's doing something right. So, but So yeah, big props up to 50 Cent, man. Like when the first Power came out in damn near 10 years ago? Yeah.
Was it 10 years ago?
I want to say so.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been 10 years since the first season of Power came out. Like,
damn, that's crazy.
When he signed on for this and was the executive producer, he made a smart investment because I think that's another thing too. 50 Cent is a well-known, slept-on, investment guy. Like,
yes, 50 is very smart. He is a very good business mogul guy.
And that's what happens when you know how to work the streets.
Enough said.
Just saying, like
enough said. That's enough said right there. But
right.
no, he really is like one of the innovators for our culture.
Oh yeah,
him,
for sure.
Diddy.
Jay-Z.
You
can throw Rick Ross in there.
Rick up there. Ye. Just we have a very select few, but when those few hit, it's felt.
It's like you actually feel it.
Yeah, you feel that shit. So,
right. So yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Kanye, Mr. Ye, him and the boy Drizzy Drake. Finally
squash this beef that I didn't know there was still beef about.
I mean, it was just very drawn
I think
out.
that was just really a album attention grabber for both of them, honestly.
I feel like for a little bit it was, but on the backhand, this nigga Kanye, I mean, again, Kanye is a little nuts. He's a little off. So he was really I think he really was reading into some of it. Too much.
He was.
Right. And then Drake being a fucking petty ass nigga like he is.
He's a Scorpio. What do you think, man? They love to be petty.
He just kept on twisting the screwdriver in this nigga. So
it's like, all right, nigga, you want to keep poking? All right, I'm about to twist this shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, after a while, it really wasn't necessary. But now they are fine. They are cool. They're about to do this concert for Larry Hoover to raise awareness for him. And his jail situation. I don't know. I just feel like finally it's over. After the dust has settled, I definitely believe Donda might be better than CLB. That's my.
That's why I feel like that's still kind of playing into both of them when it comes to their albums. So it's like y'all squatching this beef.
Right.
Now niggas can go back and listen to both of your albums and really determine who was better.
Well, this nigga Kanye dropped a deluxe.
Oh shit.
So. And I mean, I didn't really want to listen to the deluxe or like that.
We already know how you are about deluxes.
Deluxe. But I guess I'm still waiting on Drake to drop a deluxe.
That's coming soon. That might happen before the end of the year.
But I feel like he might just drop a whole new project and just do what it do.
Right.
But
also too, another beef that I didn't know there was beef about has ended too. T-Pain and Usher have ended their beef.
Mm-hmm.
What was the backstory with that? Because I have no idea about that.
Because what was it? I remember T-Pain did like a live stream or like he did a couple interviews talking about it. He was saying Usher had came up to him on like a plane or something, and he was like, "Bro, you killed R&B."
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
when he introduced autotune, I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah, it was the autotune.
I got it.
So
honestly though, like. Did he really kill music? Because literally, look at singers and rappers now. What are they using?
A lot of autotune. I don't feel like he killed it.
I feel like he was ahead of his time when he first came out with autotune because niggas was like, wait, why is he sounding like this? And he said, oh, I use autotune. I'm like, autotune? What's that? A voice, like it changes your voice on the vocals and shit. But I think T-Pain was ahead of his time when he first came out back in like, 05, 06?
Yeah, but they definitely try to like shadow ban him and kind of push the auto-tune sound towards Future. Because for some reason they didn't rock with T-Pain that much.
You were rocking his songs in the club though.
Oh yeah, they definitely loved singing "I'm in love with a stripper."
So it's like, just come on now. Like, how you going to shadow ban me but still keep what I give to music? Like, that shit don't make no sense. You can't just take one but not keep the other because I'm a part of that.
Right, but I don't know. Happy that they reconciled it. I think it was really a big misunderstanding.
I think it was too because it's like
and
everyone does something in the music game that someone either doesn't like or they like enough to where they're changing the way music is being portrayed.
Right, and I think he even said T-Pain said that Usher is one of his idols that he looks up to. So
yeah, most definitely.
He was definitely hurt that
he said that. Hell yeah.
So it is what it is.
But also too, speaking of music, This is still a big topic at hand, just because of the amount of bodies that have come about this certain person. So I'm pretty sure y'all have already y'all seen, but Mr. Travis Scott, his Astro World concert that he had performed like about a few weeks ago. Let's long story short, 10 people died from this concert, and it's raising so many eyebrows at him because it's like there was multiple times where he could have stopped the show. Now, granted, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, all right, this nigga lit. He got this crowd going, boom. But the next day, I'm seeing people post stories and on their Instagrams and stuff like that, saying like this was the worst concert I've been to. Like we couldn't breathe, we couldn't move. Like people were dying, getting trampled over. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
I don't. It's just it's a twofold thing for me. I feel like Travis is the face of this situation. Yes, he can be held responsible in some regards, but in not all regards. Because, how can I say this? More or less, he could have stopped the venue or whatever, or stopped the concert, but he can't control every aspect of it.
But also too,
and on top of that,
but at the same time though, like when he's not playing music and it's dead silence, he can hear the crowd chant certain things.
Oh yeah,
there was so many points where in the show where he wasn't rapping or singing and the band wasn't playing, they were screaming, "Help! Help! Stop the show! Stop the show!"
Mm.
Like people were actually trying to communicate with him. He heard it, but he kept performing. That's the thing people are really getting upset about with him is like, you heard it when you weren't doing nothing, and you continue to perform.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. It's just a hard situation. It's like, granted, I know what kind of atmosphere he tries to. I just spit all over the place. Ew. I know what kind of atmosphere he tries to build because, granted, I went to one of his tours, or I went to one of his concerts. Granted, it was not a festival.
Was it inside or outside?
It was inside. It was at the Value City Arena when he came here. Granted, they did have the floor open for like the little mosh pit area, but it wasn't to the extent of like the actual festival.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. And on top of that, it was way more packed than it should have been. So that's my first and foremost thing. Half them niggas really shouldn't have been in there.
Right. Now, granted, one of the people that died was a 9-year-old boy.
And that's another thing too. I'm like, right, for
but
sure. No.
But my thing is this. No. We gonna about to be on the same page with this. My thing is this. The parents. Why would you let a 10-year-old attend a Travis Scott concert? Because he knows what kind of crowd Travis Scott brings. He wants chaos. He wants rage. And like, look who his major audience is attracting. White people. Let's just keep it.
I mean, yes, you're right.
It's mostly white people.
There's a lot of niggas in there too.
No. There's niggas in there, but it's mostly white people.
There's a lot of niggas in there, Ty. Don't let the rage fool you. There's a lot of niggas in there.
But my thing is like, why would you let a 9-year-old attend a concert like that? And then, as packed as it was, as compacted as it was.
Yeah, and I did see that. There was a couple younger kids too. There was like a story that there was a kid on his dad's shoulders, and the kid fell off his dad's shoulders and got trampled over.
Right.
Again, it's just mind blowing to me. It's like I wouldn't put my kids
in that predicament.
Yeah, in that situation.
And how everything turned out was like, if he was smart to take his kid out of it, his son would still be here. But it's still a tragedy at hand because it's a life lost, and there were other 9 lives taken from that too. But
I just didn't like his apology. He didn't sound too sincere. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of other factors that go on in a production like that. That, as you can see, that is a $2 billion
lawsuit that he's
facing. So you can only imagine how much money and people and all that shit takes to like make that shit happen.
Because you got to think, Astro World is his shit. Like he paid for all of that.
That's his festival. Yes, that's his festival. I don't know. They got to do a better job with security. Getting more police because You gotta think about that. There was the venue was only supposed to hold like maybe 100,000. That looked like
It was over capacity.
Yeah, over capacity.
Because they were rushing the gates earlier on.
That looked like over 200,000 people, and then you only had 668 security personnel on hand, like for the whole thing.
Right.
So that's nuts in general, right there. It's like, nigga, you got 600 people to this 200,000. What sense does that make?
It doesn't.
But I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. Like I said, it's just a lot of factors that go into this. I just wish he would have did a little bit better on cleaning up the his apology and saying his sorries and stuff like that. But I don't want to fully give the blame to Travis. This is not fully on him.
But he takes responsibility because, again,
he's the face. Of course, he's going to.
He's the face. It was his show. He could have stopped it at any point when there was dead silence and he was trying to catch his breath and he heard the chants, stop the show. We need help. There were so many points where he could have done that. He did that one time and said, hey, hold on, we need an ambulance come here. Somebody passed out. And went straight back to perform.
It's crazy, too, because we're going to see now, one, festivals are about to change forever now.
Oh, yeah.
Two,
it been started because, like, now lately, like, a lot of, celebrities and artists, like, when they doing their shows, like, they now looking into the crowd and be like, wait, hold on. What's going on? Y'all good? Y'all good?
That's one.
Like, Tiana Taylor did it. Who else did it?
I think
somebody else. It was another female artist that did it. I forgot who it was, but
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like they did it. Like, yeah, so like after seeing that from what he did and what he should have done but didn't do, oh yeah, a lot of festivals and concerts are going to be more so alert. Like,
but I'm talking about more of the festivals because Rolling Loud and all them shits. Those are like 100,000 plus people in like one area. I don't think we're going to be seeing that type of interaction anymore. I think
we still will. I just think it just depends on the artist that's going to be on the list.
I think they about hit us with some COVID tactics. I think they're going to put us in some they're going to like try and divide us up within like pods or some shit, like bubbles. Like we got one bubble right here with maybe like 1,500 people right here or something. Another 1,500 right here. Just like little shit, so it's not so compact and niggas can breathe and shit like that. I think the real festival niggas bunched up together, real mosh pit shit, besides at a Travis Scott concert, even though he's probably going to have to scale that back too.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think those days are gone now. I think all that shit's done.
Yeah.
So, hey man, prayers to
the families
all the
that
families.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to all the ones that were lost. Prayers that Travis gets through this. I know you're down to Billy probably right now, to Billy right now, but you know, nigga, you got it. You with a Kardashian, so
you're right. Fucking a Jenner right now. But granted, I heard they called out their wedding till all this shit blows over.
Oh shit, of course I would too. I'm like, damn, my pockets are running super thin right now.
But then again, too, they both said they in an open relationship, so I'm like, okay, how does that work? But they figure how to make it work.
Hey man, Travis, shit, you know where he lives at?
With them.
I mean. Where's his residence at? Where is he known from?
L.A.
No, Houston. Houston. And you know what's down in Houston. Hi guys. I don't want to get in trouble. Anyways, moving forward, new music has dropped. We've been gone for a while, guys, so
that's why this show is called The Catch Up. We're catching up on what we've been seeing while we were off camera, but right. I'm pretty sure now y'all heard the new Silk Sonic album.
Silk Sonic.
This might just be one of the best duos to be on the album, honestly, with Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars.
I think so too.
Like this, them bringing back that funk 70s style of music.
But I've been hearing a lot of reservations about this album. Granted, in my opinion, I wish it was a tad bit longer.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It was a little bit longer. I don't think there would be no as much bad reviews as you are pointing to.
Right, but people are saying that. You know, they were thinking they were going to get a little bit. They weren't going to get the whole disco 70s sound throughout the whole project, but they've been giving you singles, implementing that.
If Skate,
Uh,
Leave the door open.
yeah, leave the door. Or you just naming off the singles?
Yeah,
Right now?
and smoking out the window does
Yeah.
not give you 70s vibes and sound. Then I don't know what else would you not expect from this album.
I don't know, but people were saying that they felt like Anderson .Paak needed to have a little bit more shine in some of the songs.
I feel like he did.
I feel like he did too. I felt like they both
They know how to balance each other out.
They both know how to balance each other out. They both had a song for each of their own,
Right.
and they had songs that they both collaborated on. So it showed both of their talents. In my opinion, it's up there for album of the year. Crazy enough, only being 9 songs, but just with where you can play this at, who's going to listen to it. Like, this is like some feel good music that you can put out at cookout. This
is straight up cookout music.
Yeah, you can listen to this literally everywhere and anywhere you want.
Yeah, and side note, I randomly saw this before we got on camera, but nigga, I found out Doja Cat won R&B album of the year over Jasmine Sullivan.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, what?
Granted, I don't know. Doja Cat is more pop to me.
That's the thing I'm trying to get. So if this is an R&B category, why is a pop artist in here? She doesn't sing at all. Like, she sings, but it's not like in an R&B type of form. Like, Jasmine Sullivan's album was fire as hell.
It's that new R&B that she has or that she be doing.
Man, get the fuck out of here. That shit don't make no sense.
I'm weak as fuck. But yeah, I didn't know that either. So I mean, granted, Jasmine Sullivan have that album in my phone right now. Pretty darn good. I don't know. It's just a lot. Just a lot of new music came out. Who else dropped? I forgot. Snoop Dogg dropped. Excuse me. Algorithm. That is if you want to listen to like the newer version of some West Coast bops, literally that's what that is. But I enjoyed it a lot. It's good to see Snoop getting into that CEO role and trying to rebuild Def Jam. Trying to put on that spotlight. Who else dropped? Bryson Tiller, worst Christmas album I've heard.
See, I haven't even listened to it yet. I was buying into the hype, but then when you told me how it was, I'm like, okay, good. It ain't worth listening to.
Literally only like one song off of there. That's about it. Isaiah Rashad, TDE, goddammit. Deluxe album, fire. Can't really say nothing. When he dropped the original, I thought that was up there. I wouldn't say it was up there for album of the year for me, but definitely it was in that second tier of like, you can't go wrong with not putting that on anywhere. Right. You can listen to that pretty much everywhere.
All right.
Cause Dreamville. Shout out to Dreamville. You already know how we rocking over here. Dropped a new single. It wasn't like his first one. He dropped another single. Was it like, I want to say probably like a month ago. I like that one a little bit better than this one, but I mean, it's telling me that he's gearing up for album mode. He's in album mode. I'm ready for another Cause album because it's been 2 years. He dropped in 2019, so been ready for him to drop. And also, last but not least, the baby.
My God!
He's going to. We're going to be on this for a little minute because he's going to be leading into the next topic. But the baby also has an EP out, back on my baby Jesus shit. In my opinion, not a bad EP. Can't argue with it. You know, he has all 6 songs are bangers. In my opinion. I'm not the biggest the baby fan in general anyways. I feel like he raps the same. He has the same beat continuously, but he just knows he has bars. He can spit and he's relatable in some facets. So I give him that justification, like he's up there. And also J. Cole gave him the cosign. Not multiple times, but a couple times with.
Well, I said that's Carolina right there, so you already know you're gonna get the sample approval from a goat like him.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of a love-hate relationship with him. It's like I don't really listen to him that much, but my favorite artist gave him a cosign, so it's like I gotta do my due diligence and check him out a little bit.
But speaking of the hate side, so
Yeah.
again, y'all pretty much heard about him and Danny Lay and just how, he was ready to kick her out of the crib after she done had the baby, or not had the baby, had his baby, but he was just ready for her to go, but she wasn't having that. So that just led to a full blown week of her exposing him for saying that she a side chick, but was not being treated like a side chick. She was actually giving main chick qualities and shit.
But she was I don't know this per se. I don't know.
But she was low key the side chick to begin with.
The whole time. The whole time she was a side chick.
So there's been a lot of debates on like who was right and who was wrong. Let's just be honest. Both of them are wrong in their own ways. Like let's just keep it real. Let's start with Danny Lay. I'm just being honest. My thing is Danny Lay, you knew what you were getting yourself into when you even remotely met him, let alone started having feelings towards him. Mm-hmm. So you took that upon yourself to make yourself a main a main chick, but again, y'all were moving as a this is my side chick, this is my sneaky link, like.
And then on top of that, she had the audacity to make a song going at all his baby moms and saying like she's the one.
Exactly. So that doesn't help. And then what happens? You get pregnant by him. And after that, we don't hear nothing from you. No new music, no nothing. Then we see you after that, and now you
acting a fool.
Acting a fool on Instagram Live. Granted, the baby was recording you on Instagram Live. Well, she was on Live, but eventually he ended up recording you. But yeah, you just got on Instagram Live saying that, the cops are here because he wants me to leave and shit like that. And it's like, no, you're not leaving. I got my I have our baby here, and I'm not leaving. Which I understand. You being a mother, you being protective. I give her that. But my thing is, it's like you knew what you were getting yourself into, but you still chose to stick around.
Right.
Now the baby, on the other hand, my thing with him is like,
nigga, hold on, not to cut you off, Ty. First of all, nigga, that's the mother of your child. So
right.
You're stuck. Period.
Exactly.
Until that baby is 18 years old.
But still, y'all still suck because y'all share DNA in that one person.
Right. So you gotta do better, bro. You gotta be a person that can calm the situation down, and then on top of that, that's the person that you're with now. You can't just throw her out and under the bus like that. That wasn't classy. But I understand. You are a good father from the outside looking in. You do
take care of your kids. Yes.
Take care of your kids. So it's like I do understand that you were trying to find a better medium or a happy medium for both of y'all, trying to get her out the house or take her to a hotel or put her up in a hotel or something. But you got to do better, bro. You picked her. You nutted in her. She had your baby. You're the baby, so you gotta do better, bro. You gotta.
But like some people were saying like they were saying like he just got tired of her and he said let's go to get out the crib. Hey. But my thing is just like overall, dude, like come on, man. Like at the end of the day, we know females like to play games too, but and like they like to trap guys with babies and shit like that too. But I would say this though, someone did make a quote about this and said like, not just females can trap guys with babies. There can be guys that trap a girl with babies too. I low-key agree with that because it's like, granted, yeah, you carrying our child, but, some guys be like, hey, yeah, I fucked you. I gave you a baby. That don't mean I got to stick around with your ass.
Time to move on.
So, but yeah, but in this scenario, man, it's just like, dude, if you knew she was your side chick from the moment she came into your presence, you knew you was gonna treat her like as a side chick. So my thing is like, why still keep having her around, knowing that she's thinking that y'all gonna be something when yo head you like, hey, I'm trying to get this pussy and be out.
Sometimes,
lo and behold, you got the pussy, but you also got a child out of her now too.
Sometimes you get stuck. You get stuck in that fairy tale.
Apparently he wasn't trying to get stuck because literally he just came back one day and said, hey, you gotta get the fuck out.
He wanted to skate.
So, but just overall, both of them are wrong in this. But just at the end of the day, what's the most important thing at hand is your child.
For sure.
So
it's all about that small life right there.
Right.
Whatever you guys are going through, do not put that on that baby. You guys.
It's not even just that. Don't bring that. Don't put that on social media because now the whole world is going to know your business. And then again, when your kid gets old enough, he's probably going to hear about it. You know, like be like, yo, you remember when your I remember when your mom's deposit got into it on Instagram Live and shit.
Right.
And that's like another thing before we get to like the last topic at hand. Just like, do celebrities in general know that if they have kids, that their kids are going to see this in the end? Because again, we live in a social media era where everybody's business is out there for people to see. And when you have kids involved, and we have kids, your kids are going to be affected by that because literally it takes one video of y'all arguing or something about the other parent, and then the next day your child can go to school and be like, yo, you hear about your moms? Yo, you hear about your daddy? They did this? They talking about that? Like, so crazy. So it's not only you hurting yourself, but you're hurting your kids because now they had to deal with your drama that they had nothing to do with.
That's facts. And also, I also heard that I think he showed what the baby looks like too, against her permission, against Danny's permission. So, the baby, you gotta do a lot better, bro. If you didn't want your kids out in the world, just like Drake, you're trying to hide your kid from the world. Gotta be on the same page with the baby mom.
I mean, literally, he said he had to fuck a lot of girls to get a kid like this.
Oh my God. I mean, shit, he did say that though.
I was listening to that song on the way over here.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, but to kind of wrap up the show, man, we about to get back into our SYM topic, and this was at the beginning of our pop culture topics, but it's going to tie into what we're going to talk about with jealousy and envy. Hey. But like I said,
R.I.P. Dolph.
Again, like I'm pretty y'all. Everyone has heard that the great young Dolph has tragically passed away at the age of 36, and my whole thing is just like this shit has to stop because y'all killing celebrities out here that's trying to put back into the communities that they were brought up from. And it's like y'all taking them away over bullshit. And, because like literally it started with Nipsey, Nipsey, Crenshaw, through and through, ride or die. The fact that he died in front of his store where he was selling his mixtapes out of, had multiple music videos there, met Lauren London there. The fact that a guy who was just mad that Nipsey said, nah, you gotta leave because you a op. The fact that he came back and shot him in front of his store
made him more of a op.
Exactly. So it's just like, dude, really? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, your pride literally lets you kill another man. Like, come on now.
What Cole say? Pride is the devil.
Exactly. Literally. It's even says that in the Bible too. But so yeah, that happened. And just with this young Dolph thing, I'm like, yo, what? Like, come on, man, not Dolph.
I was about to say the internet is definitely interneting.
There's so much speculations going on saying that well, you kind of told me this off camera like that. You think it was an inside job because you were saying like the guys that were involved with the shooting were from his camp. Right.
From what I'm seeing so far, don't quote me. I don't know this. Again, civilian. I am a civilian. But they are saying that it's looking like an inside job. So the two guys, the two shooters, they look like they. Well, first let me preference this right here. So they found the Mercedes car at a abandoned house. One that was used in a music video that
the shooters were in.
Yeah, the two shooters were in, and also the two shooters also have PRE change, which is Paper Route Entertainment Chains, which is Young Dolph's label. So the internet trying to tie those two together or tie those in, making it seem like it is a inside job. And I always say you gotta feed the wolves. When you got killers and shooters on your team and they don't feel like they getting compensated or treated fairly,
they're gonna take action.
They're gonna take action and they're gonna be grimy and dirty, and that's as you can see, that's what the result happened to Dolph.
Because like earlier on, when this all happened, they was saying they were trying to like tie Gotti into this because
Shoot, I thought
they said like they shot up his grandmother's house and his restaurant.
Yeah,
like,
all that was
same day.
false. All that was false, though.
Oh,
They did put police officers around his restaurant, but nothing happened at a.
But like even when I first heard, I'm like, ain't no way Gotti was involved with this because that would be you talking a whole state of bullets flying if that happened.
Granted, I wouldn't have said it was Gotti per se, but Gotti definitely could give the green light to go like that nigga. I mean, granted, he did give the green light. What do you think Dolph's song 100 Shots was for?
It's crazy.
That's what literally the beef is still there. It's still relevant. Granted, it's dormant now since he's gone.
Right.
But I mean, the beef was brewing. Black Youngsta and fucking Key Glock were going back and forth for a long time. Black Youngsta and Dolph were going back at it for a long time. That's what the song 100 Shots was for. That was when he was out in, was it Charlotte? Yeah, he was out in Charlotte, and I think them niggas literally shot 100 rounds in his bulletproof car. So, and
I feel like the only person that wasn't involved, this was Moneybagg Yo.
Well, Moneybagg Yo wasn't on CMG at the time when those stories were going on. But hey, man, Memphis is not a place to play for real. They definitely get down. They definitely get dirty. Again, rest in peace to Young Dolph.
Exactly, but like it just asks a question like, how much jealousy and envy do you need to really keep having all because of either someone's success that they did that you didn't put the effort into, or just the fact that you just don't like them for no reason, that you feel like their life isn't worth, being alive, so you just feel the need to take it from them. Like what does that do to you? Like, because it really doesn't do shit. It just makes you look more like a weak person.
Man. And it's crazy, too, because, one, he was just going there to get cookies for his mom. Just cookies. And he was about to go to his annual turkey drive that he has in Memphis. So that's just crazy. And then, two, the one nigga had just a regular pistol, bro.
The other one had a Draco or something?
Had a Draco, bro. I'm just like, what has the world come to? Niggas is really carrying fully automatic weapons just to complete a hit. I remember watching TV and just watching James Bond. Niggas were just killing niggas with just a regular pistol. They got fully fledged automatics out here. That's wild to me. I'm just like, bro, you can't get more crazier than this.
And then like people too, they were saying like, like where was his security at? But it's like, you got to think if
the nigga was about to go to a turkey drive. What security? Who's shooting up a turkey drive?
Huh. But it's like at the same time though, like just like rappers from like they hood, they feel like if they got respect in they hood, they don't really need that much security because it's like, hey, I'm from here. Like granted, I made it, but I'm always I'm giving back to this community. I didn't forget where I came from. And I'm investing in my neighborhood. Like again, Nipsey was doing the same thing too.
Do you feel like at a certain point, you have to leave?
I feel like you do, but if you really truly are rooted and you want your community to thrive as you're thriving in certain ways, then I feel like not necessarily you can stay, but just you can be around.
Right.
But even when you be around, it's like still keep that protection around you because again, you don't know who in the neighborhood is like looking at you like, hey, don't be lacking. Because if you are, I'm gonna get your ass.
Because that's what happened to XX Tentacion.
Man, that shit was fucked up.
He was literally just about to go buy a bike, and
someone like posted his location. Then next thing you know, shot him.
And shot him. I'm just like, bro, that shit is crazy. So I don't know. It's like, I would love to say that you can be in your city and put on for your city while you're still at the highest level, but sometimes you gotta do it from a distance. I mean,
right.
Granted, I look at it from like the the Lil Durk and the Chief Keef eyes of it. Granted, them niggas were in some shit.
They was killers.
They had to leave. They had a definite reason to leave. But I don't know. I just feel like once you hit a certain status, it's time for you to,
because you become a bigger target.
Yeah, you become a bigger target, but it's also you want to spread out. You want to build your brand, and you can only do so much with doing that.
Right.
Once you hit a certain level.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like it's once you feel like you hit that point and level, it's definitely time to get out of there. Don't stand there and just wait. Get out and move. Period. Point blank.
Well, I think you just kind of summed it up right there for that statement. But just
pretty much
at the end of the day, man, R.I.P. to Young Dolph, man. Like that shit, that's gonna resonate with a lot of people like for a while now. But just overall, man, it's just like I just think like the bottom line is like, don't hate on another person's success because you chose not to do shit with your life. Because you taking a life isn't gonna do nothing but keep you in that same box that you're in, just in a deeper hole of that box.
And just think, he had his hands in so many people's lives.
Like when I seen that kid get on camera and cry and saying that him and Dolph is going to do a song when he get older or something like that, I'm just like, see, that's the thing people are not saying when they pull that trigger and upload clips into people. Yeah. You're taking away other people's dreams to do business with them or just still be inspired by them.
Right. And also another sidebar. Key Glock, Dolph's cousin.
Yeah.
He definitely, shout out to you, or prayers to you, bro. Hope you are getting through this. I also seen that he moved all his stuff out of Memphis. So.
Like my cousin got shot in our home state. Like ain't no point for me staying here. So might as well move, man.
Yeah. I want to play I just want to give love to Dolph because all his go stream his music. Go stream. King Von, go stream Mo3, go stream
Nipsey. That's always like all the rappers that we lost in these past years. Go stream their music because they meant a lot to the hip hop community.
Facts, and also I believe all of them own their masters. So
because like I heard like Mo3, Dolph, and Von, they all of them got own their masters. So I'm happy. I was happy about that.
So play their music. All the
proceeds are going to their family and all that stuff. So so just RIP to the ones that we lost in the music industry. But just once again, man, RIP to Young Dolph, man. Just gone too soon, man. 36, man. Just
way too soon.
Don't make no sense, man.
I'm gonna play this for like a couple minutes, but RIP Dolph. Now that I'm just tired of seeing rappers go, bro. Like literally, I feel like
they're gone because they're gone before they even get more to what in their bag of what they want to do with they either career or what they were trying to invest in.
That's what I'm saying. It's
like that shit don't make no sense.
And Dolph was really out here. Like I heard that he would buy his kids real estate every time or every year. So his kids are like 100 properties up.
He's setting his family up. That's what any like
smart individual would do.
Exactly. Like since I got myself in a good position, like I'm gonna put my family in a good position to eat off what we set up, and then once they get old enough, they can make investments of their own for what I taught them.
Right.
So it's just like, yeah, man, it's just like y'all killing off kings, man. Like
it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. Shoot, R.I.P. to all the ones that we lost, bro. R.I.P. to Juice. R.I.P. to Mac. R.I.P. to Pop, Dolph,
man, Pop,
Fredo Santana. Never will stop saying that one. R.I.P. Shoot, who am I missing?
It's so
Jimmy
many,
Wapo.
It's so many of them, man. It's just like it's ridiculous.
DMX.
Oh,
just all of them, bro. Prayers to all families. Prayers to everybody in the hip hop community. It's tough, man. It's really tough.
Right, but that, man, we gonna wrap this episode up with Speaking Mind 2.0, and like just to give y'all just a quick update, we gonna be more consistent with it. We switching things up as far as like dropping stuff, man, because we just want to stay ahead of the curve, like not more so ahead of the curve, but like stay within the range of us dropping shit. So we about to start doing that. We gonna keep dropping. We gonna drop snippets of highlighted parts of the podcast for y'all to check out individually versus y'all having to go through the whole entire podcast to get to a segment that we talked about. We gonna keep doing that and just just stay consistent with dropping stuff, man. Just because that's what we on right now. So just stay tuned. We gonna be consistent. Just stay tuned and just keep them notifications on. Tell your friends about it. We just trying to be consistent with y'all, man. Just trying to grow at the same time. So
and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment. My bad. Comment. Give us your feedback. Tell us. Give us ideas on like topics you guys want to hear from us,
or like things we can improve on, because we don't. All criticism ain't bad. Just how you take it. But we can take criticism, man. That's the point of us taking it. It's for us to improve better for y'all.
Exactly. We want to give y'all the best product as possible. So please just give us some information on what y'all think we can do better. Patreon, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor. That's where all. I mean, that's the main place you can get the audio besides SoundCloud and Apple and Spotify.
You threw me off with that one with the Anchor.
Yes, Anchor is another audio podcast platform that you guys can catch us on. But make sure you go check out all those pages. Dropping, like Ty said, trying to be consistent every week. God damn it, we out here. We promise we are.
Right.
But we just want to make sure everything's right for y'all.
Right.
I don't got nothing else. You didn't want to dive a little bit deeper into the jealousy envy topic, or you just wanna...
I think we kind of covered the most of it up for real, because like I said, what we talked about with Dog, that was just tying into everything else. So yep. I think we did good on that. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this episode, man. Until then, I'm your boy Ty.
It's your boy Seth,
and we gonna close it out on the Patreon version of some of these sleeper songs that we have ready for y'all to play, and then we'll see y'all in the next episode. So until then, we gone.
On your grind, when you speak your mind, speak your mind.